It's Saturday! Hooray! Not quite early Saturday. It's not Saturday morning. Unfortunately, we're getting out a little bit late today. It's just past noon. But we were thrown for a loop this morning because yesterday they were calling for rain all weekend, so we're trying to figure out what we were going to do. We're thinking we're going to do a bunch of indoor type stuff, but we woke up this morning, we looked out the window and it looked like it's sunny. Well, it's super sunny, but it looks like we're going to have a good day. There's a mix of cloud and blue up there, some ominous looking clouds, but it's not supposed to rain until 5, and so I guess maybe the rain got delayed. It's going to start later today, so it's giving us a bit of a break, and so we had to figure out what we're going to do. In a pinch, Nicole found a really cool activity for us, and we're on our way there now. We crossed the bridge over Falls Creek and we're on the other side, and we are walking in the opposite direction than we normally do, which is where we're going to Granville, but we're going this way because there's a kayak renting place up here. And that is what we're doing this morning, or early afternoon, is we're going to get a tandem kayak and paddle around on Falls Creek, which is going to be super fun. I think Nicole is super excited.
Super excited! Nicole's awesome!
And she's not modest, apparently. But I don't know if you can hear all those horns. There's a lot of horns and there's a lot of activity on Falls Creek. A lot of yachts and boats out today. And I don't know why they're honking at each other so much, but hopefully that doesn't mean we're gonna get run over, because it's looking a little congested out there. But I'm sure we'll be fine. So we're almost at the kayak place. Oh, do you have something to say?
Yeah, don't you think getting run over would be very good footage for YouTube?
Might make a good fail video for YouTube, but if we get run over, I don't know if the camera will survive.
Oh.
So we won't have any footage, so it would just really suck, I think, all around.
Okay. No getting run over for today, that's the goal.
Yeah, so we're almost there. So we will see you once we get set up.
Dog napping today, just a little bit.
I think whoever owns him would be very disappointed if we did that. We made it to the rental place. It's kind of neat. I thought it was going to be down on the dock, but it's actually in the building up here on the shore, and it looks like a little office. It's not like a storefront, so to speak. It's just a little office, and they share it with a dragon boat team, which is neat. So we're just waiting for the guy to figure out the payment thing. This guy doesn't know the password, so we had to run down to the dock to ask the other guy. But it's a really cool area here. A lot of shops along the seawall. It's a really nice hiking path. And it's interesting because you have to be very careful when you're in Vancouver, because there are walking paths and there are bike paths, and they're like right beside each other. And if you get on the biking path, you're gonna have some unhappy people if you don't get hit. So hopefully we get this sorted soon and we'll be out there on the water. We made it into the kayak. This is slightly unnerving because he warned us about bringing anything that wasn't waterproof. And the camera in my hand is not waterproof, but hopefully we do okay. And yeah, what I noticed walking down to the dock is that there are dragon boat races going on today. They must have some kind of competition. They have races going today, tomorrow, and there was a few days they were doing the races before now, and there's a couple of days after now. So I don't know if it's like a staggered competition where you have finalists and whatnot, but here is the end of a race. They are coming into the dock. Right only. All right, so I'm gonna put this camera down and help Nicole paddle.
I got the front end of the kayak, and Mike has the reverse end of the kayak. We've been on the kayak for, what, 5-10 minutes?
10 minutes.
10 minutes, and I think we've done pretty well. It didn't take us very long to master the logistics of the craft. I got my sunglasses and my sun hat on to protect myself from the evil UV rays. So does Michael. Do your arms hurt yet?
My arms hurt.
Are you having any problems back there? Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Not yet?
Yeah, look at the boat, how close you can get to the boat. Well, I haven't been going too long, and we're already past the bridge, which is pretty amazing, especially since Nicole's been doing most of the paddling herself. I'm just sitting back here enjoying the ride, and she is muscling our way along. And I think we're past our condos. I can't really pick out which one is ours, but we're almost at the dock where we normally take the ferry down here at the marina. There's an aqua bus at the ferry stop right now. And we're getting into much busier water now on this side of the bridge. It's neat to be paddling down False Creek here after walking along it on both sides, because we're seeing the scenery from a different angle. We're just passing David Lamb Park right now, which is the park we went through one day after going to a cafe. And then across from the other side is the park with the jelly beans, the weird jelly beans. I forget the name of that park. And we're coming up pretty quickly now to Granville Island. And I think I'm going to put the camera down here because Nicole is going dangerously into the way of many boats. We are entering new territory for us here in Vancouver. We're going under the Burrard Street Bridge. It's definitely Burrard Street. I guess they call it the Burrard Street Bridge. And we haven't gone this far. I don't know which direction are we going? West? Maybe we're going west. But anyways, we haven't gone this far out. And over on the left side of us right now, on the other side of the bridge from downtown, is a couple of museums that we're going to try and check out before we leave Vancouver. There's the Maritime Museum over there, and there's also the the Space Center. So hopefully we'll make it out to those two at some point before we leave. And we're getting sort of out more into the actual bay in front of us. We're getting out of False Creek, so I think we're going to turn around soon. I can see a lot of big shipping freighters out there. So we're definitely getting into kayak unfriendly territory here. So I'll give you a view out there. So over on this shore is where those museums are. I forget what that area is called. Look, there's False Creek's Fuels. You can go gas up and then keep your paddles down for a sec. Out in the bay you can see some freight ships. Maybe the camera's picking it up, maybe not, I'm not sure. But the clouds are really cool over there going up the mountain. But we're just under the bridge now. There's some cool graffiti on the side of the pillars. We are going to try and cross here without getting run over, and then head back on the other side of the of False Creek. It's so cool to see the Coast Guards like this. You know, I always see them on TV and TV shows and whatnot. I've never seen them like this in person too much. Maybe when we were on the East Coast. Yeah, usually when we see Coast Guard stuff on TV, Nicole's pointing out, we're watching some CBC show and there's a murder or some drowned sailor that needs saving or a boat that's in trouble. And yeah, so we're here. Hopefully we're not going to be one of those boats that are in trouble that needs saving. We don't want to be on CBC under those circumstances. But okay, we're getting close to the open water here.
Michael, do we need gas?
Yes, I'm hungry. This channel's for us. It's for dead slow. It blows my mind how much tide, like how high and low the water level goes with the tides. I wouldn't have expected it to go so, like have such a drastic change, but it does. Like the wall beside us, as we're going underneath Burrard Bridge again, really shows how low the water currently is and how much higher it will go when high tide is here. It's amazing. It probably shouldn't shock me so much, but I guess I'm just not used to it. But that's really neat. We're just coming back along Granville Island here on our way back. This time on the other side of False Creek, so the Granville Island side of False Creek, and it looks really busy today. It's another busy Saturday here at Granville. We were thinking of coming to get some groceries, but seeing this is making me a little leery. Do you smell that, Nicole?
Donuts.
I think I smell donuts.
Donuts! Nicole wants donuts!
No donuts for you. A really good experience kayaking out here on False Creek. Getting a different angle of everything, being low on the water, and just like seeing all the big ships a little bit up close. It's really neat. Definitely recommend trying the kayaking here on False Creek if you're ever in Vancouver. It was a little bit more nerve-wracking out there past Burrard Bridge though, because the ships are allowed to go faster. Once they get past Burrard Bridge, it's like no wake zone, so they have to go really slow. But out there they can go a little bit faster, so it created a bigger wake, and that's not helping my seasick feeling. We're passing by the painted silos now. We're right below them. And I don't remember this big barge being here when we went to Granville Island last time on the ferry. But here's the silos, like right underneath them. It's really neat.
You get to see details that we don't usually see, like the buttons are made of heads.
Yeah.
And,
Nicole's pointing out, you probably can't hear her, that at this, like being so close, we can see details that we couldn't see before. Like this one guy here, the buttons on his shirt are actually heads. And I didn't notice how intricate the mural on this guy's back was. Yeah, all the pockets on the jeans Nicole is pointing out are all decorated. Here you can see a better view of the bottoms. I wonder what's in those silos. I'll have to look it up and see if we can find any information. I wonder if it's still active or if it's decommissioned, and instead of ripping them down, they painted them and made them a cool sort of iconic scene here on False Creek. Because they are really cool. When I first saw them the first day, I thought they were really neat. They're a really neat idea. Our paddle's almost over. We have passed all 3 bridges now, or is it 2 bridges? 2 bridges. We have one more to go actually, the one we walk over. That one is really close to where we drop off the kayak. You think we're gonna get boarded, Nicole? They're gonna board us and pillage our wares. It's really neat to see all of these boats moored here in False Creek. There's a whole bunch of them here at this one little area. As you get up close, you get to see some interesting details on the boat. Like we saw one boat, there was a cat on it, which was kind of cool. I can't imagine living on these. It was pretty amazing. A fishing boat coming by.
This is a really fun way to spend an afternoon. I think we've been here for about almost 2 hours. It costs, I think, $70 for 2 hours, and I think maybe $40 for 2 hours if you're renting a kayak for one person. Going up and down the creek has really got our imagination stirring about what it'd be like to have to live in a condo. Ooh. To live in a condo right beside the seawall. Seems like you can walk to everything, walk to downtown easily, walk to Granville easily, and just very accessible to a lot of destinations. Right now we are going to try to catch the beginning of this dragon boat race.
Let's have a great race. All boats, slowly, and together, approach the start line now. I will hold you on the start. Back half only, guys. We've got a tailwind and an incoming tide. So just use your back of your boat. Here we go. Bring them up now. All boats. Full start, please.
Mike and I really lucked out going kayaking today. The weather has just been perfect. The temperature is just so comfortable. We're not hot, we're not cold, it's not raining on us, the sun's not beating on us. So this is perfect. And on top of that, we got to witness the start of like a number of dragon boat races that have been going on. I've never actually seen dragon boat races up close before, so it's neat to see how they get set up and how they get started.
All that kayaking really builds up an appetite. We're both extremely hungry, and we have a place in mind. Just a short walk from here is a place that is a bit nostalgic for us because we had found it on our first trip to Japan in 2007. And it's a place called Pepper Lunch, and we were really surprised to see it here the other day, and we've been thinking about it ever since. So today is the day we're going to have our Pepper Lunch. And what they do is serve you food on a hot plate. They have this set up in their kitchen that gets these hot plates extremely hot, and then they'll put the food like the rice and the meat on top of the hot plate and serve it to you, and then you can continue cooking the meat to whatever doneness you like at your table.
Oh my god, this smells so good!
It does smell really good. I'm salivating here just filming this. I just want to put the camera down and start eating, but I'll give you a little look at what we got. I got the shaved beef, which is what I remember having back in Japan, and Nicole opted for more like a little steakette. I'm not as adventurous as Nicole, so I'm gonna mix mine up really good and try and get my meat as cooked as I can on the hot plate here, and then add sauce into it, and it's really good. It really hits the spot. So enjoy our devouring of this food, and we'll see you after lunch. Just like in Japan. What do you think?
Okay, that meal right now we just had was amazing, but I think it was amazing because we were crazy starving. I had a really big breakfast before we went out to kayak, and I knew that I'd be hungry paddling, so I thought, okay, I'll eat a really big breakfast so I'll be okay. But afterwards, as soon as we got off the kayak and we started walking, the hunger monster came out, and by the time I got to Pepper Lunch, I was...
Yeah, you demolished that thing.
I didn't want you to talk to me or film me. I just wanted you to leave me alone with my Pepper Lunch.
And we were so hungry, we passed up lots of good-looking restaurants to come here to Pepper Lunch.
We did. We were laser focused.
Now it's time for some groceries. Essentials from Whole Foods. That's a really nice Whole Foods. I was really impressed. It's huge. They got a really good selection. I think a really good bulk selection. Like everything was good. Dairy selection. That's a really good looking pre-made food. I really like Whole Foods pizza, and often we'll get that at home. But they had some really interesting combos here that I hadn't seen before. It's a really cool exterior too. They have like the wall is partly living. They have plants growing on the outside of it. Nicole's in this shop. Where is she? There she is. Just waiting for her outside. But Man, that's a big Whole Foods. But we got to make a move on because it's supposed to rain, and I don't want to get caught in the rain. We got a good 25-minute walk back to the condo, and it would be a miserable one if it starts raining on us. So I'm going to grab her out of this store and get moving. We're almost back at the condo. We just walked across the bridge that connects our area to the other side of Falls Creek. And Falls Creek's super quiet now. There's not a lot of activity going on. All the dragon boat races are done. There's no kayakers out. There's just the odd ferry going back and forth between the different stops along the creek. Really peaceful, quiet time right now down there. Would have been a good time for us to be down there. But we had a good time. And we're just on the other side of the bridge now, and these two buildings closest to us here are our condos. That's our condo complex, and the one on the left is the building that we're staying on, and our balcony looks out towards the opposite side than what we're on. And the entrance is down there beside the bike shop. All right, we just spent a bit of time in the condo there getting cleaned up, and we're actually going out for a real date night.
Our last date night was a fake date night because it was a date day.
Date afternoon.
Date afternoon and date early evening.
Yeah, we were back. We were back by this time that day. But this is actually nighttime. It's past 8 o'clock. We're actually leaving and going out. So we're going out for dinner. We're going to go to a Thai place that Nicole found over in Yaletown. Just a 10-minute walk from here. And we cleaned up. I shaved. And actually washed my hair. That's why I was wearing a hat earlier, because we were in a rush, so I just threw it on and we left.
I'm so excited for our date night because I'm very hungry. And I want to be romantic too and bond with my other half.
Fine, we can hold hands. But yeah, it's so nice to be able to walk everywhere. Like, we only needed the car once, and that was to go to Whistler, which was like an hour-and-a-half drive. Everything else we've had to do or wanted to do has been walking distance from here, which is really great. I looked into Car2Go, which is like a short-term rental, but it seemed a bit pricey. And if we were going to do something for a full day, which was the only thing we need a car for, we would just rent a car. It was much cheaper. How much was budget?
Budget was $70 all in, about.
Are you sure?
$80 all in.
I thought it was like under 50.
It was definitely not under 50. I believe it was about 70 to 80 plus $33 in gas usage.
Well, I'll go with what you say because my memory is horrible. But we gotta haul here a little bit because we are late for our reservation. We've come to a Thai restaurant here in Yaletown called Simply Thai, and Nicole found it when she was exploring Yaletown the other day when I don't know, where was I, working? I was probably still working. And it looks really good. It looks really authentic. And Nicole says that Andie MacDowell and Russel Crow ate here, so it's gotta be good, right? I mean, that's what she's trying to tell me.
I'm so excited about eating Thai food tonight because it's been a while since I've come across a really good Thai restaurant. We made our choices. I think we picked really good ones, and I'm excited to eat.
Our spring rolls came, and they were looking really good. Are you hungry?
I am.
Are you gonna try one?
Oh my God, they're so hot.
Uh-oh.
That's a good thing.
That is, they're fresh.
They are. They're very super fresh. It's like torture. I want it in my mouth, but I can't get it there. I'm so close. Wow, that is a bang-on spring roll.
I'm gonna try the spring roll now. Nicole is like raving over there, and they look really fresh. And the sauce looks really good. It's like a sweet Thai chili sauce, it looks like, with peanuts in it. That is really good. The outside is so crispy. And it's a kind of spring roll that has like vermicelli in it. It's a really good contrast between the nice soft vermicelli in the middle and the outside, the crunchy outside, and then the sauce. This is really, really good. I'm glad we chose that. All right, our next course came. We ordered a soup to go along with the spring rolls. And we got a coconut-based soup. It's tom What is Tom Kha Gai? And it's got chicken and mushrooms. It's in a coconut broth. Let's try the broth. That is really good. Coconut comes through. You get a bit of lime flavor in there. It's really flavorful. Nicole, you picked a really good place.
Just from eating the spring roll alone and feeling the texture and the flavors, it just tastes so authentic. It's just not like we see lots of these Thai restaurants that are clearly not authentic, but this one, the taste just comes through and it just makes you want more and more.
Our main dishes came just in the nick of time because Nicole was starting to look pretty tasty to me. So I'm gonna try the pad thai. We got a pad thai, a shrimp pad thai, and a garlic beef, and I'm gonna try the pad thai first. Ooh, it's spicy. Oh, that's hitting me now. But it's really good. It's not overly sweet. It's one thing I don't like about some pad thais is that they just make the sauce so sweet. They put too much sugar in it. But this one's it's got a nice balance of sweetness and the spice that's coming through. I'm gonna need some extra water. So here's the shrimp. They just got little shrimps in this one. And the battery is about to die. So I'm gonna finish up this pad thai, switch out the battery, and show you the garlic beef. Wow, that pad thai is so good. I'm glad there's a big bowl here because I need some more. The sauce just coats the noodles so well. And the spice, it's teasing me. You know, it's weird. It's like one bite, it's a little bit too much. The next bite, it's okay. The next bite, so it just keeps me on the edge of it being way too much spice. It's interesting. So now we're gonna try the garlic beef here. And it's like a stir-fried beef. It's cut up into pretty small pieces. And it's got coriander and looks like there's some green onion. Well, let's see what it tastes like. It has a really interesting texture. It's really good and it's cooked really well, but the texture of the meat, like there's like a sauce which is not like smooth, it's kind of, maybe it's peppery. It's got like little lumps in it, so when you're eating the beef, you can taste that on your tongue. It's like a pepper garlic flavor. It's really good. The food here has been on point. I think we might be coming back. I don't think this will be our first and only visit to Simply Thai. I think after this we're going to be dreaming about it and we're going to have to come back here. It's really good. Our dessert has come, and our dessert is deep fried bananas and coconut ice cream. So let's try this deep fried banana. That's a really good deep fried banana. Usually I'm always disappointed when I order this because it comes out soggy, but this is like really crispy. Like you can tap on it and it gives a crunchy sound, as opposed to a lot of deep fried bananas I've had where it's just soggy, kind of gross. This is good. The outside almost tastes like a donut, like a Lee's donut, like a deep fried donut.
No, after this, bye-bye donuts, hello banana. The ice cream is
Let's try the ice cream.
Oh, you haven't tried the ice cream?
No, so this is coconut ice cream. That's so coconutty. I don't know if it's good to say, but it reminds me of like the sunscreen or suntan lotion you get that smells like coconut. This is what that, if you would eat that sunscreen, this is what it would taste like. This coconut ice cream. Wow, this has been a really good meal. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this banana. And then I think we're gonna take off.
Can I enjoy the rest of your banana?
No, it's mine.
Russel Crow, Andie MacDowell, you guys are my hero. You did not steer us wrong. This meal was fantastic. If I had to pick what was my favorite part of this meal, I would go with the soup, then I would go with the spring rolls, then the dessert, and the two main courses would be a toss-up because they're too different but they were both amazing and I can't decide. My only complaint would be the size of the soup. Since you made the soup so good, instead of bringing it out in a finger bowl, it should be brought out in a soup bowl, approximately the size. And no, I am not a pig. What about you, Michael? What do you think?
My favorite part of the meal, I don't know if I can choose. It was all really, really good. I think the pad thai and the beef were amazing. I could eat that again right now. And the soup was very memorable. The coconut soup with the lime flavor. I don't know, but the whole meal was just excellent. I would come here again in a heartbeat. All right, we're done our meal here at Simply Thai. It was really good. Highly recommend this place. If you're ever in Vancouver, in the Yaletown area, definitely check out Simply Thai. You won't be disappointed. The food here is spectacular. And we're gonna head back to the condo and we'll do a little bit of a recap, I think, before we head out. So we will catch you later. All right, we're back from date night. Did you have a good date night?
It was very good. It was a very good date night, and it was a real date night.
And the food was very good.
It was such a good experience because not only was the food amazing, we made friends with the staff.
Yeah, the waitress was really friendly, and we got talking about food and different restaurants, and she gave us a whole handwritten list of her favorite restaurants in Vancouver. So we'll have to try and check out some of those. And then after dinner, I went back to the kitchen to try and film, just get a few shots of the kitchen for the video, and then asked the chef if that was okay. And then she invited me into the kitchen to actually film her cooking. And she did a little demo for me and asked if I wanted to see a big flame. I'm like, yeah, I want to see a big flame. Who doesn't want to see a big flame? And she made a big flame. Got that on camera. From where I was filming, I could feel the heat just kind of rised over me.
Are your eyebrows still there?
I still have eyebrows, I think.
Oh, okay.
That's good. But yeah, dinner was really good, and that was a really fun experience. Thanks to the staff.
The staff
being
really
friendly and inviting us into the kitchen.
The staff was the cherry on top of an awesome sundae.
Yeah. What did you think of the kayaking? That was your idea.
Oh, you know what we forgot? During our video earlier, during dinner, we were making jokes about Russel Crow, and afterwards, the owner actually told us that he had been in. We thought he just came in once, and they were like, "Ooh, Russel Crow's been here," but he came in 30 times to eat at that establishment.
He must like it.
He must like it for good reason.
And Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise apparently has been in there
5 years ago with Suri.
Yeah.
And Katie, I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So, back to my question. What did you think of kayaking? That was your idea, your pick?
Kayaking was a hit.
Yeah.
That was, it was just really fun to see Falls Creek in a totally different experience, and it was just fun to be out and doing something nature-ish, but still being in the city. Yeah,
it was really amazing. And we apparently went pretty far, because when we told the guy how far we went, he was really shocked and impressed, because he's like, most people don't make it to, they just make it to this first bridge and come back. We made it past the third bridge.
Yeah.
So we're hardcore kayakers.
I guess so. I can't imagine. We did the 2-hour menu course, because I think there's a
menu course?
Well,
there was no food involved.
In Japan they always say menu course no matter what. So
we did the 2-hour option?
Yeah, we did the 2-hour option. There's a 4-hour option, a 6-hour option, and
really?
And a whole day option.
In False Creek?
I guess, I don't know. Those are the options. We went with the 2-hour one, and I would say that was the perfect amount of time to be out there. I would have starved after the 2.5-hour mark, and I would have come back on the tandem kayak with just me, because you'd be lunch. So speaking of lunch, oh my gosh,
pepper lunch.
It was I think the waitress probably thought, these two people have not eaten in a while, because when those platters came, whoosh.
Yeah, that was good. That was fun for the nostalgic reasons.
Yeah.
Of having pepper lunch in Japan a couple times.
It was fun for that, and fun for the starvation reason too.
So yeah, good day. And tomorrow the weather actually looks like it won't be as bad as it was predicted to be, as they were predicting yesterday.
Oh, good. So you can do some research tonight.
I'm
and
going
figure
to
out
bed
what we're
right
gonna
after
do
I
tomorrow.
turn this camera off. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.